So here we have, we're going to look at Google Fonts. It's the same kind of thing that we can do in Dreamweaver with their WebKit fonts. But what I like most about Google Fonts is their choices. Okay, so I have a couple links here where you can access Google Fonts and also where you can learn a little bit more about it in the W3 school. I have a link here, and this is for Google Fonts. But W3 school, it doesn't tell you much, but it gives you a little bit. But here's the link for Google Fonts. But I'm not going to click on it. I'm actually going to go new browser window. And you can actually just do it right through here. It's fonts.google, but if you were just like lost, you could go Google Fonts, and it would take you right to it. So that link that I provide brings you right here. So this is Google Fonts, and you can go through tons of fonts. They have a lot, 878 font families, and they have some really great choices, and it's super easy to use. Much better than what you can find through Dreamweaver. So it's kind of it's not confusing. I actually find it like a little overwhelming, but they're all free and they have some really nice ones. Okay, so over here on the side are like categories that you could search through and kind of limit your options. So if you wanted to find like a nice sans serif font, which is kind of like a cleaner looking font, you could click off all those. And then you can just go through, like Roboto. I think I've used that one before for a bunch. And they have some like really cool ones. So let me just show you what the other nice thing about the fonts is. So I'm just going to click on the simplest one, like Railway. I kind of like this one. So if I want to use Railway, so I'm going to click on it to like kind of see the specimen, they say. This is the styles that it comes with. Okay, thin italic, extra light, black italic. So you can get like really crazy with that. You can also see like, oh, what is the usage like? Do people use this font? Number of times that they've used it. Popular pairings. This is my favorite part about Google Fonts because I struggle sometimes with pairings. So I like that they offer this. You can kind of see like, oh yeah, that looks good. You know, like a rule of thumb is like you kind of usually go with like a sans font and then maybe a sans serif font, and you kind of like mix it up a little bit. It's like a rule of thumb. You don't have to use it, but you can see like, oh, how does Railway look with Roboto? Okay, or like, well, what if like Roboto is the heading? So you think of this as like your H1, and then this is your paragraph text. I'm like, oh, that looks cool. What's another one look like? Here's Lato or Lato and Railway. Like, oh, those look good together. So you can really go through. Do they have any wacky pairings? No, they don't. Just kind of, that's kind of one. Oswald, a little heavy. But, you know, so if I want to use them, I can hit this little plus thing and it selects it. Okay, so I just selected by accident, really, Montserrat. I didn't actually want that. What's the pairing I like? These two. Okay, so I'm going to hit select for Roboto. And then did I select Railway yet? Like it's asking me like, what do you want? Oh, I like the light. That looks good. So now I need to select the light. Select this font. Yes. Okay, so now what do I have here? Railway, Roboto, and then here's the link. So this is like saying, this is how you would call for that. Okay, so this is how you would ask for this font, okay, in your CSS. This is what you need to embed in your link. So let's look at where do you embed that, okay? And what do? Okay, so let's go to Dreamweaver for a second. And we don't even need to make a site or anything right now. We're just going to go File, New, HTML, Find, Create. This is all I want. So let me get a little text here. H1 Google Fonts. Excuse me. There we go. And then in my P tag, I need some kind of text. Let's get that. Do that real quick. Search. I've used it before. Lorem ipsum. Generator. Is this the one I use? No. Let me go back. I think it's this one. Yeah. Generator or lorem ipsum. I just need one. There we go. Doesn't really matter. You could put in squiggles. There we go. Okay. So let's put in that and let's see where that goes. Okay, so let's just give ourselves a style tag. Closing style tag, and let's go back to Google Fonts. Let's see what they say. What do you say, Google Fonts? Okay, so to embed your selected fonts into a web page, copy this code into the head tag of your document. Okay, so this does not go in the style tag. It goes outside of the style tag. So right here. I like to put it on the bottom. Okay, now I don't see anything yet. I still have to do the CSS. So let's get that too. Okay, this is how you call for it. Grab it and go to Dreamweaver. I'm just going to paste it up in the style tag. It's just hanging out. It's not where I want it yet, but let's just use that. So let me separate that. And I think I was kind of into Railway as the header and then Roboto as the paragraph. So let's just do that. H1, squiggle. Let's close that. Squiggle. Do I see anything? Font family, railways. That's there. Which one? Is that what I did? Yep. And then E. There we go. Took a second to like kind of click on, but there we go. So let's preview that now. We'll see our fonts in action. Oh, it's going to ask me for this. So I'll just save it in practice 3. Doesn't matter. This is like the bad way to do it. There we go. Okay, so that is using Google Fonts. You saw a little bit of lag there when that went on, but it took a second, but here we go. Okay, so I'm going to use this same little page for the pre-tag and the title tag. Okay, so you're going to see this again real soon.